Oh my goodness. Sorry, I was about to end it, but look. Talk about new ventures. You have the Fool card and the Emperor card. That's so interesting. You're learning how to be... Divine greetings and gratitude, everyone. If y'all are new here, my name is Nuna. I am the witch, author, and poet of the Royal House of Magical Eden. Welcome to your new spiritual safe haven. And if y'all are returning, hey family, welcome back to our sacred garden. I'm always honored, excited, and elated to be in your presence. Thank you all so much for coming on to this YouTube channel to get a reading. And this is going to be a quick energy read for the collective. I'm currently using 2 of the Tarot of the Divine tarot decks smashed together because at times I get really greedy with messages. I used to do this back in the day and I decided to bring it back because I just love doing it. Anyways, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I've already started shuffling and whatnot with this deck. I have already done it. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. I am going to do another quick shuffle just to kind of see what messages, like what cards we have. The purpose of doing this, I don't know why I just heard someone say, well, what is the purpose of this? The purpose of me doing this is because what I noticed is that, for one, I just simply feel it intuitively called to. I just feel like I like to get like additional messages. I like to see sometimes where like you'll get like 2 of the same card, if that makes sense. And it means that that energy is the most... It's the most intense, it's the most potent energy. It's the one that kind of makes me pay more attention to it. Or sometimes it's like the highlight. And sometimes things come through the second time that I may have missed the first time. It's just, basically think of it as like doing like a really thorough intuitive reading. Think of it that way. The only cards that I used to do this with a lot were the Lenormand deck. I would do it with the Rider-Waite Tarot, of course. Of course. And just any others. Sometimes I'll mix and match. Like I have a deck here that I probably will pull from. We'll see what happens. But sometimes I'll pull from like 2 different like tarot decks and things like that. The first card here is the Knight of Wands. The second card here is the Page of Cups, and then the second in reverse. Third card here is Justice in reverse. This card does not want to show face right now. Okay. These cards don't want to show face either. This card is iffy. Okay. I know y'all are like, how is she shuffling with all them cards? When you've been doing things like this for years. Yeah, you've been doing it for years. It's just, you know. Okay, so basically what I'm seeing right now is that when I was shuffling, I heard that someone felt like something wasn't fair. Like they didn't feel like they were getting like what they feel they deserved for whatever reason. But I'm hearing like the word concealed. Like something is like being like concealed. I just heard it's just a surprise. Like it's just a surprise. It's interesting because we have these cards that haven't shown up yet. And this one of these things, I just heard that it's like for some of you, it's like they let your heart down, or someone's heart, or someone was like let down because there was like an expectation, like they expected someone to show up for them, or they expected someone to do more, to be more. And for whatever reason, it's just like, I had high hopes for you, but now I'm just like, I would have done better. Just like, I don't know why this is coming through, but it's like, I would have done better keeping my legs closed, or I would have done better being alone, because I feel like you're not who you said you were, and I'm seeing a different side of you. Like that's literally what I'm hearing right now for some people. And I also feel it's like for someone, they're just like, you know what, because of like what they've been through, because of the emotional things that they went through in the past, because they felt like they were not fully honored, it almost kind of feels like they're taking the first flight out. Like that's what it feels like with this Knight of Wands here. It's like, I am taking the first flight out. I'm gone. I'm done. I'm good. I'm gone. I'm done. I'm good. I don't want to be in this anymore, because I know that there's something more that I'm wanting. What I'm wanting actually is more security than what I'm being given here. And this is not it for me. I feel like there was some type of like letdown where someone was just like, no, this is just simply not fair. It's not fair. Wow, we have the Tower card in reverse. I'm going to flip these other cards over. Yep, Ten of Swords, like I said. Okay, and then we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay, see? We have the World card, the first flight out. Look at that, the first flight out, right? Like, come on. And then we have here the Seven of Coins in reverse. We have the Nine of Coins. Yeah, the Nine of Coins here in the upright position. Okay. Let's see. Someone needs time to like themselves. Someone needs to sit and think. Someone, oh, I just heard that someone is like asking for forgiveness. They've been thinking about it a lot. They've been thinking about how like unhappy things have been. For someone here, like if you're listening to this, this really does sound like a relationship reading. I'm not really sure why. You guys know how I get by now. I'm not one to do a lot of relationship readings. Like I'll just do the reading as it is. And if relationships come through, then that's when I'll usually do the reading, unless I feel called to actually doing a love reading. But this does feel like a relationship reading. So we're going to go with that. I'm going to honor it. It really does feel like someone is wanting to move on because they're wanting some type of like security. Like they're wanting for things to get better. They're wanting for things to not be as turbulent. They're wanting for things to ease themselves out. They're wanting, I'm seeing somebody like smooth out sand. It's like like there's this pile of like sand and they're smoothing it out. Or they're like in this desert actually, and they're wearing white and they're taking the sand and they're just kind of smoothing it out. Smoothing it out for whatever reason. It's like they were trying to make something smooth out of a scorching desert. Like they were trying to find nourishment in this scorching desert. Like you don't have, like there's nothing around you right now. There's just a bunch of like sand, you know, hot heat, and not even your own sweat is saving you. Like, does that make sense? I don't know why I'm getting that vision. That was really, wow. And even as I say that, my mouth is like dry. So I don't know if someone needs to drink water. I don't know if someone's dehydrated, but I want you to drink more water. Eat your water through your fruits, please. That's coming through as well. Like there's this sense of like dehydration that I'm feeling. And this dehydration is not even really just in like the tongue, it's like in the body. Like there's this nourishment that spirit is like wanting you to have. But the only way that you're going to be able to get this nourishment and that you're needing is by allowing yourself to let this be the end of whatever this is. Whatever this phase in your life, spirit is asking for you to let it go. Because you'll do better and you'll receive more if you were to allow yourself to pivot and move out of this situation. Because this situation is dry. Like this situationship, right? This interaction, it's dry. Like you're trying to smooth it out to make it more palatable or to make it easier to work with. But spirit is saying is like, instead of you trying to smooth out the sand, let the sand be what it is and leave. Your way out of the desert is here, but the only way you're going to get out of that is by putting yourself first. You have to take the initiative and pull yourself out of this. This is something that you've been thinking about for a while, but you're doing a disservice to yourself by staying here when you know that you're unhappy. If you know that you're not happy in this situation, spirit is asking for you to get up and go. Because you will do better if you decided to get up and go. You have the World card here. There's so much to see. There's so much to explore. Like I'm seeing this World card as a card of travel. And they may come back trying to apologize or whatever, and it's up to you whether or not you want to forgive them or believe them or whatever, you know, that's your prerogative. But I do feel like spirit is saying is that I don't want you to end up lowering your standards again, because the people that you had around you that you may have even been married to. And speaking of marriage, look at this. You have, look at that. You have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. We are definitely going to, and then you also have this. Okay, see, Spirit did not come to play. When does Spirit ever come to play, though, right? So we have the Lovers card here and the Five of Cups. Look, the worst that could happen is you leave this person and then like there's like an argument. Like that's like the worst that could happen, right? But Spirit is even saying that you don't have to give so much of yourself into this, because I'd rather you just go. Like if you ask me for advice, Spirit is saying I'm asking you to leave. The Nine of Pentacles here is suggesting that you yourself have the tools and the resources to be independent. Like this is your independence here. You may have been investing in something that was just drying. It was drying your pockets. I'm seeing eczema. Like I'm seeing like dry, itchy, like patchy skin. And it's like someone's like, they're just scratching like really hard on their skin. And I'm seeing like this really like dark skin. And it's really rough. And for others, it's like really red and like bumpy. And it's just this. And I'm seeing someone like break out in hives. Like they break out in hives out of like the nervousness. When you get it's cortisol. Like I'm also hearing cortisol for some people. In order for you, and this is something that Spirit is wanting me to be transparent about. And so I'm going to be honest, okay? I'm hearing, this is not for me, but this is for you, but I'm hearing to share my experience, okay? After my former partner passed away, right? I ended up gaining weight, right? But the reason I gained weight was because of cortisol, and I also have, my body experiences PCOS, right? I'm in the process of getting my hormones back in balance, but also I'm in the process of learning how to allow myself to take it easy. I come from a background of trauma, right? I come from a strong background of trauma, abuse and all those different elements, right? And so as much as I wanted to like heal from that, I healed from a lot of that, right? But for whatever reason, it's like a lot of things happened, like I said, after my husband passed, because I was 3 months postpartum after he transitioned. And I had to walk him through his final moments, right? So it was one of the hardest moments of my life, because I, in a sense, was his death doula, if that makes sense. Like I had to help him, give him peace, and help him calm himself and let him know that everything was okay, to surrender and all the different elements. And it was the hardest thing that I had to do in my life, because I had to sit there and like watch the person that I made love to, that I had kids with, transition. And I was like only like 28 years old. So it was the hardest thing of my life. And after that, healing from an emergency cesarean, like you match that with, you having to go through life and you going through other stuff. At some point in time, if you're not getting the nourishment that you need, your body's going to respond to that. So now I'm in a space of getting myself back into the habit of fully caring for myself while showing up for my purpose, right? Now, I noticed that for me, if you guys see in some of my videos, you'll see the cortisol face, right? Over time. Well, it happens. But what Spirit has been teaching me is that it's not enough for you to just sit there and eat the foods, right? You can do that, and that's fine, but you also have to heal and go to the deepest parts of you that is triggering it, right? Because and this is not a talk about PCOS, I'm just saying it because that could be something that someone is going through in silence, right? Spirit is saying is that no matter what the illness or no matter what the situation is that you're going through, Spirit wants you to check the spiritual aspect of it. And if you are in a situation right now where you feel that it is toxic, where you feel that the body is heating up too much, where you feel like you're not, and I'm getting chills now, where you feel like you're not in a space that is conducive to your health, that is not allowing you to heal properly, then Spirit is asking for you to exit. Because the more that you stay here, the more that your body is going to be disrupted, the more that your body is going to feel out of equilibrium, the more that the body is going to fight for help. And the way that your body starts screaming for help is you start having all of these illnesses. You start being in a state of dis-ease. And the reason why I can speak to that is because I know right now that I'm healing from it. And now there's something else that is not being reflected here in the cards, but that's coming through, is that you are a divine channel. No matter what your body is doing, right? Your body is simply getting your attention. But that doesn't deny your status. That doesn't deny anything. And Spirit is telling me to use my experience to give to you because someone maybe need to hear that. And also the reason why Spirit is telling me to share this with you is because someone right now is in a space where they feel like, or someone may be in a space where they feel like they don't deserve any better. They don't know what they deserve. Honey, you were born into this world to experience better. And the more that you say no to this, the more that your soul, you as a soul, cannot thrive. So you have to be okay with calling the shots, saying, I don't want to be in this space anymore. I am unhappy. This is unhealthy for me. This is causing me to flare up. I'm getting more flare-ups being around you. I need to go. I need to go. And Spirit is saying is that I want you to honor that. I want you to honor that. Spirit is also letting you know now is that you experience a lot of hurt in the past in regards to relationships. You don't have to sit here and take that. Why? Because it's familiar. You take it because it's familiar, or because you feel like there's nothing else, because the dating market is trash, or because it's, and I feel like this has come through before. It's like you may feel, or you may be around someone that's like, look, like, I don't know what else. I don't know how much better I'm going to get. Honey, if you feel like this is all that you're going to get, then baby, you don't know the universe. Then you really are not understanding the power of abundance, babe. It's like it's backwards. If you're saying that there's nothing better outside of this, then you're not going to get anything better outside of this, because all you'll do is be in that same space. Your body is calling out for help. You are calling out for help, right? And so Spirit is reminding you that there is so much more to life than this. I say that because you have the 10 of coins here. You have the 10 of pentacles. Whenever I see the 10 of pentacles as an earth sign, I get happy because I'm like, yes, security, we ain't got to want for nothing. Everything's good. My environment is taken care of. Even though I don't have a whole bunch of stuff, plaguing my place, like I'm not a hoarder, but I do feel like everything is in its place. I've worked for this. Right? And there are some people right now who are needing this reminder of you can do what you need to do. You can work, you can do what you need to do, but it's not even about you working. It's about you being in your purpose. And are you feeling like you're in your purpose in this space right now? If you're not, then Spirit is saying to go. And then the question remains, if you're not leaving, why not? Are you setting your intention? Are you setting your intention to go, to receive better? Oh, okay. Those are a lot of cards that come out. Let's see what we have. You have the 6 of Wands here. You have the High Priestess. Okay, and you have the 2 of Wands in reverse. You have the King of Wands in reverse. You have the 6 of Swords, and you have the 7 of Swords. What I feel with these last few cards here is the fact that you definitely, what Spirit is saying is that I want you to start planning. I need you to start planning to go. I need you to plan to go. I need you to plan to move. I need you to plan. And I really want you to get up in silence. You don't have to say anything. Keep it to yourself. Start planning, start moving. Plan to move. For some of you, you're literally in a space in your life right now where you're like, you know what? This lease is up. I don't know exactly where I'm going to go. This lease is up and I need to start packing. And for some of you, you may be in a space where you don't even know what the plan is. You may be called to just start packing. And that is an active aspect of manifestation. You don't even know. You just feel like, you know what? I don't know where I'm going to go, but I feel like I need to start packing. And you start packing. And the next thing you know, in the perfect divine timing, you get a call. Hey, we actually miscalculated your earnings. We owe you this check. Right? We need to give you this amount of money because there was a miscommunication or something that happened. Oh, this settlement is coming, right? Or you may have a settlement coming in, right? The 10 of coins represents not just material, like it represents material abundance, but it's just simply abundance of things that make you feel secure. So there's something in your life that could be coming in to help you right now to get out of the space that you're in. And it's the space of lack in an emotional way. It's the space of lack in just in the most spiritual way possible. I'm seeing your physical reality be a reflection of how your spirit feels. Also, within the nick of time, someone will come and show up and help you. In the nick of time. They may be a very fiery person. They may not even come off as fiery, but their fire is internal and you can tell by how they move. This is someone coming in saying, I see what you've been through and you may not see the light, but I'm here to lead you out of it. I'm hearing Leo. I'm hearing like Leo and Aries. Sorry, Sag. I don't hear Sag, but I do hear Leo and I do hear Aries. I hear Leo. I do hear Aries. I'm also feeling like, I'm telling you, I keep hearing the word explore. I want to pull from this Mermaid Tarot real quick. Okay, that card. Okay, Eight of Wands here. The Magician is here. We also have the Page of Swords. We have here the Hermit card. And we have the Five of Swords. You have a lot of swords cards here. So what this is letting me know is that I just heard enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. This Magician card here is like, you know what? I'm going to start calling the shots. This Magician card says, you know what? I have everything I need. I have everything I need. You may not see it all the way right now, but you have this feeling. And you are going to work your magic regardless. And your magic is, I just heard Spirit say, I'm responding to your magic. I'm responding to the light here. With this Magician card here, someone is like, I'm working behind the scenes. Like, this is someone working in secrecy. Especially the fact that we have the High Priestess here and you also do have the Magician card here. This is making me feel like someone is working behind the scenes. Like, this is someone where you cannot just be like, you can't say what you want to them and think that it's okay. That you'll just get away with it. No, you won't. Because these are the people that are, they move in silence. And that's like the scary thing. They move in silence. I don't know why that's coming through, but you very well may be that person. You may be that spirit. You may move in silence and the next thing you know, boom. Anyway, that was just an additional channel. I do see someone here, like, something may be coming in a lot faster and a lot sooner than you think. You also may be moving a lot sooner than you think. I don't see the Chariot card here, but I don't need the Chariot card here to confirm the fact that I feel how I feel. I'm just going to let it be what it is. So even though the Chariot card is not here, I do see you leaving, setting forth on like a new venture. But also I see you taking your time, but I also do see something coming in very quickly to help you along the process. And you may feel overwhelmed, but Spirit is saying is like, I want you to take some time to yourself as well to think and reflect and analyze. Be very mindful and very strategic with the words you use. Ask the right questions. But I'm hearing that you have to ask yourself the right questions. And if you find yourself having to ask someone else, make sure that you're asking the right questions at the right time to the right person. Just be very careful with that. But anyway, those are the messages that we have for the day. Thank you so much for tuning into this message. I hope that it helped you in any way that you needed it to. I would like to invite you all to subscribe to this YouTube channel because I'm going to be giving a lot more divine insights, tarot readings, teachable moments, and divine downloads and whatnot. And if y'all need anything from me, please feel free to visit me online over at CassandraTurner.com, where I offer and facilitate sacred essentials for you to work your magic. I do not sell anything. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I was about to end it, but look. Talk about new ventures. You have the Fool card and the Emperor card. That's so interesting. You're learning how to be independent, but it's not in the fact that you're learning how to be independent. You are independent and you're on this journey of reclaiming your own identity, but also you're coming back home to your power. Anyways, okay, that's it. If you guys want to, you guys can follow along with me over at Magic of Eden on Instagram and also on TikTok. And if there's nothing else y'all need from me, thank you for spending time with me, and I'll catch you in my next video.